Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and joining me once again is my fellow co-host and very good friend, Mr. Dave D.
Good morning, Nick. How are you?
Very good.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
The thing is today, I think we're going to have a bit of workout with this guy because it's the first time that we've had a personal trainer on here, I do believe.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm feeling a bit sort of, I don't know if he's going to sort of like you say, you need to work out something.
Yeah, well, as long as we try to work us out in the
Everybody needs to work out.
Yeah. Good morning to you, mate.
Everybody,
nice
good morning.
to see you.
So yeah, we have with us Zeus Thunderbolt, who's a personal trainer. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been living in Pattaya for 6 months.
Okay.
Been a personal trainer for almost 10 years. I pretty much live and breathe fitness. I guess being in Pattaya it's a bit of a contradiction, I guess, as Pattaya is, I guess, a bit of a, there's a bar every 2 metres, and a lot of, smokers and so forth, and unhealthy lifestyle, I guess. But I've sort of found a way to, I think a lot of people need balance in life, try and balance it, not be addicted to too many bad things or too many good things. I mean, being addicted to good things is a good thing, but just everybody needs balance, and I'm trying to bring in, I guess, my part of the balance is being healthy. Right. Like for myself, I don't usually drink a lot, but I give myself one night a week, maybe one night a fortnight. Yeah. And the rest I train. I know that's not for everybody, but
no, I think also when you say that's for not everybody, people in their own way can do something, can't they? When you say, like you're not a guy that sort of pumps weights all the time to get big. You want to look after yourself.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I'm not. I mean, some people might think I'm quite big, but I'm not a big man. I don't have a big frame. Yeah. But yeah, when I was younger, like in my 20s, I was, I drank a lot. Sort of did quite a few of the bad things. I have quite addictive behaviour, like most humans do. And when I turned 30, I sort of changed it around. I changed my addiction to the gym and started Muay Thai. And so I'm still addicted to things, but the things I'm addicted to are good for me.
Yeah, sure.
So, I mean, I think a lot of people can do that, but it just takes quite a bit of strength and quite a bit of willpower to actually break through.
I think the willpower bit's the key here, because, a lot of people out there, that they work in offices or they go out and party and all this kind of stuff. Now, you being a personal trainer, you know that if that person just took, say, 30 minutes a day or 15 minutes a day,
40 minutes,
to do something, I mean, it would improve them, surely.
Well, and it's also who you surround yourself with. Right. I mean, if you're in an office and everybody smokes, then you're most likely inclined to smoke. Or if everyone's going to go to the bar after work, you'll go with them. It's, I mean, parts of my life, my older friends, they were drinkers, and when I was saying I'm not drinking, it was a bit of a clash. So you kind of alienate yourself a little bit from people, but then you find people that have common interests, like I have, people that are into fitness. But I mean, it's not that I don't talk to people that don't go to the gym, but it's just if you surround yourself with people that are like-minded, and then you'll do the same things. It's just the way it works,
So you're saying that you actually started the sort of fitness actually quite later on in life? Yeah,
when I was younger, I was a surfer. I was in the New Zealand team. Went to Australia, was sponsored, so forth. So I've always been quite active and physically quite fit, I guess. But when I turned, my father was an alcoholic, and so it was in my blood. So the drinking didn't really go well with me. So when I turned 30, I was like, I've got to change my lifestyle for my own health. I had a daughter, so and it wasn't easy, but it was sort of stopping those things and progressing and filling my day with the other things that were good for me. Like I didn't go straight to the gym. I started in the garage, started doing chin-ups, push-ups, just basic stuff. And then I went and did the personal training course in Australia. And from there, I just got more and more addictive. My mother says I'm obsessive. She might be right, but I guess at least I'm obsessive in something that's good for me rather than the things that were killing me slowly, So, and I mean, I'll be 40 tomorrow. All right. So, I mean,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Or did I say 30? I'm not sure. You're supposed to say I don't look 40. So, I mean, that's 10 years now of my life where I've actually given my body something back rather than putting crap into my body.
So if somebody, let's just take your average person then. your average guy that's in the crowd, that goes out, he drinks all the time.
Are we talking about Pattaya or?
No, well, in the world in general. In the world in general. I mean, in Pattaya, it's just more condensed.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know,
there's not many average people,
well,
so to speak.
Okay, the guy that goes out and drinks a lot and who's not healthy, let's put it that way, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, as a trainer, where would you start them off?
Well, I would sit them down and see what they want from their body. Most people don't actually know.
Yeah.
They just say, oh, you know, I need to lose some weight around here and I want to feel better, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, I find that a lot of people, you have to really want it. And it's something like men and women are different. Like a woman always usually, I want a big bum and I want to lose this around my legs and around here, around my arms. Whereas men, it differentiates. You know, some men want to lose weight and be smaller in tone, some men want to be big. But basically, I talk about diet is important.
Sure.
You know, and a lot of people do eat badly, not in the food that they eat, but the way they eat.
So what would you say, just let me stop you there. What would you say a bad routine of eating is?
Eating once or twice a day, not having breakfast, which a lot of people do.
Right.
Me, guilty.
Yeah, a lot of people wake up, they'll go to work, they'll have a coffee, maybe and a cigarette, even the worst case scenario, and go to work. Maybe not eat till 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then they won't eat again until maybe late at night, 8 or 9 o'clock.
Right.
I mean, it's terrible, and not maybe drink much water either, which is quite standard, I guess. People like, I'm busy, I don't have time. I mean, I find that very weak. I mean, there's always time. Your body is the most important thing.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. You always find time. You have to find time. I mean, that's the biggest thing. People don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to eat.
But, I mean, eating the right foods, I mean, you know, there's so many things out there that people say you can eat. Well, I mean, one day you can eat an apple, it's great for you, and then 3 months down the line, it's the worst thing since sliced bread.
Or, like, for example, eggs. When I was a young boy, my mother said, oh, you're only allowed 4 eggs a week. It's, you know, high cholesterol, not good for your heart. And now you can eat as many eggs as you want. They're full of vitamins.
So what does your, you know, being as you go to the gym and you're training, what does your day consist of? When you get up in the morning, what is your routine for the day and what do you eat during the day?
It's very mundane. Every day is the same, but I don't mind that.
That's okay.
It's easy for me. It's like, so every morning, like in my room, I don't cook in my room, but I have rolled oats, straight in the bowl, not cooked, yogurt, low-fat yogurt. I kind of whip it up, trying to mush it together, a couple of bananas, and I make sure I chew it well. That's as soon as I wake up.
Right.
That's my number one meal.
Okay.
And then from then on during the day, I'll eat. I tell people it's good to eat every 3 hours. Me, because I train almost twice a day, every day, I get hungry within 2 hours. So I eat every 2.5 to 3 hours.
Wow.
So if I wake up at 7, I'll have my oats, my number one meal. I'll eat again at 9:30, 10 o'clock, again at 1, again at 4, and then again at 7:30, and even before. And after that, I might have a little bit of fruit.
Is this like snacks?
Eating.
Is this just snacks, or is it?
No, 3 or 4 of those. Like early in the morning, I'll eat carbs.
Yeah.
So here in Pattaya, I mean, everywhere you go, there's chicken rice.
Yeah.
So So my second meal is usually come on go. Third meal, I might have rice again, but after that, I try and break away from the carbs. I don't have to worry too much about carbs and about my weight because I train so much. But with the standard person, they would, the first two meals maybe carbs, but from then on, salad, just chicken, vegetables, a little bit of fruit. So, yeah, and if you're training, obviously after training you need a protein shake, things like that, nuts.
So water's really important to the body. I mean, you know, I also remember somebody saying, you know, your body's full of it. Why fill it with anything else? But it's really important, isn't it, to the water side of it? Yeah,
of course. I mean, water, it can flush out your system, get rid of it. If you're sick, you know, your mother says drink heaps of water. I find, me drinking water, the fat goes straight to your stomach. That's the first place you'll find fat, and that's usually fluid.
Right.
With like you see the fitness models and bodybuilders, or people on the cover of magazines, they have, you know, the surreal looking six-pack, definition. They look amazing, and a lot of people aim for that, but it's actually never actually achievable. The only way they get that is by, as a contradiction, is starving themselves in water, drying themselves out like a prune,
right?
Which is unhealthy, but you get the definition and you see your amazing six-pack. Everybody has a six-pack, It's just underneath the fat or the muscle or the water that you have on your stomach. So all of us here, we all have 6 packs. It's just actually bringing it out.
Can I ask you a personal question? I mean, I know that you said that before you used to go out with the guys and you used to drink and you used to do all that kind of stuff for them, and then you decided to go the other way and go to the fitness side of it by starting in your garage and doing your press-ups and stuff like that. How did your mindset change? You know, how did your day-to-day routine of what you were used to, and then suddenly you became healthier? And I mean, how clear did your mind become from being and doing what you do?
Yeah, it was kind of, I wouldn't say a lonely thing to do, but I sort of had to separate myself from everybody. You know, it was like, you're coming out tonight? No, I'll go to the gym. So, yeah, it wasn't easy, but I mean, I had 2 choices, either to, I mean, I have a lot of good, this is back in Australia, a lot of good friends, you know, the surfing fraternity, it can be quite unhealthy. It's kind of, you know, drinking, like most, even with rugby, everybody seems to go to drinking, smoking, even drugs. So I had a choice, either I went down that path and sort of followed them, like I said earlier, you surround yourself with the people that you want to be like, or I pulled away and did my own thing. And at that stage, I was kind of doing my own thing. I didn't know that many people that did fitness. I wasn't going to the gym, so and it took maybe 2 months, and then I was like, well, I was a qualified chef before then. I didn't even like my job, so I was unhappy in my job as well. And it's like, well, I love doing fitness. I'll become a personal trainer. Then I joined the gym, which was quite daunting as well. Luckily, I had a friend who was a personal trainer. He took me in. He sort of showed me basics. So with the course, it was just a progression. And from there, I mean, my body changed, obviously, but also my mindset.
Yeah, this is
I became more confident.
Yeah, sure.
And all of a sudden, people that were really good, nice people started to come towards me rather than people. Well, drinking.
You know, in all due respect, they'd probably look at you and think you were unapproachable. You know, that's
approachable, unapproachable.
Unapproachable.
Because
you know,
of the tattoos.
Because some people are like that, and then as soon as you get to know somebody, they say, well, you know, this guy knows a lot. You know, I want to know what this guy does. I want to know what he knows. You know, and surely by the people that you're training now and take care of, I mean, to you, that must be a massive self-satisfaction to see you change that person.
Yeah. Before
when I
was a drinker and a smoker, I was quite insecure. I wouldn't, go out of my way to talk to people. It's totally flipped upside down.
Absolutely.
Now I'm outgoing and confident, and it's just, it's
but the self-satisfaction side must be good for you. To see you take somebody who's, drinking and like this, and suddenly, he's...
It's not... I can't do that with everybody.
No,
it's very hard. It can be a battle. I mean, some people, I'll train some people. After 2 or 3 weeks, they stop coming, and that happens quite often. For the people that I can actually change their body and show them what it's like to pull yourself out of the darkness, I guess. It is satisfaction. It is good, but with humans, it's not easy.
No, because
a lot of people are very stubborn. If they've been doing it, so if they're 30 or 40, been doing it for so many years, it's a habit that's very hard to break.
And routine, of course, and also you've got to have willpower, of course.
I mean, I managed to do it, but I guess you have 2 choices in life. You either, be unhealthy and grow older and decay, or you can fight age and try and beat it.
A bit longer.
Try and beat it, I guess. Or maybe not necessarily. I mean, so many people, ladies die of lung cancer and they never smoked. I could die tomorrow of a heart attack, even though I look amazingly healthy. It's just you hear stories like that. But I just look at other people, and Pattaya's a good example. You go down Soy Cow at 10 a.m. and there's the older Falang men, and big stomachs, smoking cigarettes, drinking a beer at 10 a.m.
So hopefully you've managed to convince a few people to start looking after themselves. Are you available to sort of train people if our viewers are thinking, that's it is time to do something?
Oh, of course, I'm quite busy at the moment, but there's always spots coming up, because, people coming through Pattaya, coming in.
And how is it best to contact you? Are you on Facebook?
Yep. Yeah, under Zeus Thunderbolt.
Zeus Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're running a bit short on time, but I really hope that...
Could go on forever, Nick.
Exactly.
Like
it's a great subject. Very
it's a great
important.
subject. Very important.
Absolutely. Got to be heading off to the gym. So, Zeus, thank you very much for coming to join us.
Thank you.
Everybody, if you would like, check out Zeus Thunderbolt on his Facebook page, because there's a lot of us who need his services. Thanks for watching, but stay tuned for part 2 coming up right now.